Okay, let's talk about something that is so important for staying independent and feeling confident as we get older: preventing falls. Now, this isn't about being afraid, not at all. This is about feeling empowered. We're going to break down exactly why falls happen, and more importantly, walk through some really practical, proven steps to stop them in their tracks. So let's jump right in.
So to start, let's just get a sense of the scale of this. This number you see here, it's a big one. The data shows that more than 1 in 4 adults aged 65 and up will fall each year. That's a really stark number, and it just goes to show how incredibly common this is. This isn't some abstract risk. It's something that affects millions and millions of people every single day.
But, and this is maybe the most important message in this entire explainer, after hearing a number, like 1 in 4, it's really easy to just think, well, falls are just a part of getting older. But they're not. As this quote says so perfectly, they are not inevitable. We can absolutely do something about it. Prevention is not only possible, it's incredibly effective.
So before we get to all the solutions, it's really important that we understand the full picture here. Understanding what's at stake is what gives us the motivation to actually take action.
And believe me, the stakes are incredibly high. Falls are actually the #1 cause of both injuries and death from an injury among older adults. We're talking about over 38,000 deaths, 3 million trips to the ER every single year. And the financial cost? It's staggering, over $80 billion. These aren't just numbers on a page, they represent real people and real life-changing events.
Okay, so the big question is, why? Why does our risk of falling go up as we get older? Well, it's not some big mystery. Let's actually dig into the science a little bit and see how our sense of balance naturally changes over time.
You see, our balance system is this amazing complex thing that relies on both physical and sensory information. So, on the one hand, you have the physical changes. Our muscle strength can decline a bit, our joints might not be as flexible, and our reflexes can slow down. Then, on the other hand, our sensory systems are changing too. Our vision might affect our depth perception, our inner ear, which is like our body's personal gyroscope, can change, and even the feeling in our feet can lessen, which makes it harder to sense the ground beneath us.
And on top of those natural changes, other things can add to the risk. For example, taking 4 or more medications can really up the odds of a fall. Same with chronic conditions like arthritis or diabetes. And then there are the simple hazards around the house. But this last one is so important. If you've had a fall before, your risk of falling again actually doubles. It's a tough cycle, but it's one we can definitely break.
All right, so we've laid out the problem. Now let's shift gears and talk about the single most powerful solution we have. The science on this is crystal clear. That solution is exercise.
And we're not just guessing here. The data is amazing. This chart shows the results from a huge study. We're talking over 25,000 people, and it found that just general exercise reduces the rate of falls by a whopping 23%. But look at this. When you get specific with exercises for balance and function, the movements we use every day, that reduction is even higher. This is a proven, measurable, real-world effect.
And this is what it looks like in real life. We're not talking about training for the Olympics here. It's about doing targeted, consistent movements. And there are fantastic, proven programs out there, like the Otago exercise program, which was designed specifically to help older adults build that functional strength and stability right from the comfort of their own homes.
So let's get down to brass tacks. How can you start? What can you do right now? We're going to walk through 4 essential exercises that you can do safely at home to start building your strength and balance today. First up, the sit-to-stand. This might be one of the most important functional movements there is. You just start at the edge of a good sturdy chair, feet flat. You lean your chest forward a bit to get your weight over your toes. Then push right through your heels to stand up tall. Now here's the most important part. Slowly lower yourself back down with complete control. The payoff for this one is huge. You're strengthening the exact leg and core muscles you need to get out of a car or off a low sofa. For safety, just make sure you're using a sturdy chair that won't roll away. And really focus on that slow, controlled movement on the way down. Don't just flop back into the chair. That control is where the magic happens. Okay, exercise number 2 is the single leg stand. This one directly trains your balance. You'll want to be at a kitchen counter or something else sturdy that you can hold on to for support. Then you just lift one foot a couple of inches off the ground and hold. Start with 10 seconds if you can and try to work your way up to 30 before you switch to the other leg. This one is just fantastic for improving your body's automatic reactions to stay balanced. The key, for both safety and for getting better, is to use that counter for support. As you get stronger, you can go from using 2 hands to 1 hand to maybe just your fingertips, and eventually, you might just be hovering your hands right above the surface. It's all about that slow and steady progress. Our third exercise is heel-to-toe walking. I want you to picture walking on a tightrope, but with a safety net right beside you. Stand next to a wall for some light support, and then place the heel of one foot so it's right up against the toes of the other. From there, just take 10 or 20 slow steps forward, keeping your eyes on a spot ahead of you to stay steady.
Now, this is different from the last exercise because this one improves your dynamic balance. That's your balance while you're actually moving, which is so important for walking in the real world. The key here is to move slowly, deliberately. Use the wall for a light touch if you need it, but try to let your body do the work of staying stable.
Now, those exercises are the absolute foundation, the cornerstone of preventing falls. But a really effective plan doesn't stop there. It has to be holistic, and that means taking a good, hard look at your home environment and your overall health, too.
Making your home safer can have a massive, massive impact. This is a simple checklist of some real game changers. Make sure you have bright lighting. Add grab bars where you need them. Get rid of those loose rugs. They are major trip hazards. Clear clutter out of your walkways and use non-slip mats in the bathroom. These are such easy fixes that can make a world of difference.
And finally, being proactive about your health is just critical. It's so important to talk to your doctor about your medications, just to see if any of them could be affecting your balance. Get your eyes checked every year to keep that prescription up to date. Manage any chronic conditions, and make sure you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D for good, strong bones. So, we've covered the problem, the science behind it, and the multi-part solution. Really, the only thing left to do is to get started. So let's wrap this up by talking about how you can start your journey to better balance today. And here it is, the key takeaway. Consistency is everything. It's your greatest tool. You don't have to do this for hours and hours. The research shows that aiming for about 3 dedicated balance sessions a week is the sweet spot. Those small, regular efforts are what build up over time to create real, lasting change. So we'll end with this question for you. This isn't about doing everything all at once. It's just about taking that first step. So what's the one small thing you can do today? Maybe it's just trying the sit-to-stand exercise a few times. Maybe it's finally securing that one throw rug. Whatever it is, that one small step is the start of a safer, more confident, and more stable tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.